Let's take a look at this problem. Then I'll also send you the link where you can see the entire video on this. Okay, but if I got 6x squared minus 19x plus 10. Now we have an x squared, an x, and no x, and there's a number in front of our x squared. This is the key number method. Now with the key number, we take the number at the beginning times the number at the end, ignoring signs. So I'll take 6 times 10, and that gives me 60. Again, number for your x squared is your number at the beginning, and your constant term, your number at the end, is the c. Okay, then we're going to create 3 columns: a p column, an s column, and a d column. Now the p column is all the products give you 60. We got 1 times 60, 2 times 30, 3 times 20, 4 times 15, 5 times 12, and 6 times 10. Now if you have any trouble coming up with these, you just put them in your calculator. Do 60 divided by 1 is 60, 60 divided by 2 is 30, 60 divided by 3 is 20, 60 divided by 4 is 15. Once you get down here to set like 7, 60 divided by 7 gives you decimals. When you get decimals, it doesn't divide into it evenly. Now in the s column, we're going to add these numbers together. So 1 plus 60 is 61, 2 plus 30 is 32, 3 plus 20 is 23, 4 plus 15 is 19, 5 plus 12 is 17, 6 plus 10 is 16. And the difference column will subtract smaller from larger. 60 minus 1 is 59, 30 minus 2 is 28, 20 minus 3 is 17, 15 minus 4 is 11, 12 minus 5 is 7, 10 minus 6 is 4. Now the number we're always looking for is a number in our middle term. So we're looking for 19, which is right here, which means we're going to use 4 and 15. Now our first term remains as is, our last term remains as is. We're going to rewrite our middle term using those 2 numbers. Now we got a note on our signs. It says that the larger number in the p column that we're using 4 and 15, so larger one's a 15, will always be the same size as the middle term. Middle term is negative, so I'm going to have a negative 15x. Now the number we circled is an s column. If it's an s column, it's s for same signs, both positive, both negative. Since the 15 was negative, then the 4 will be negative. And then we want to factor by grouping. So group first 2 terms together, group last 2 terms together. The GCF of the first group, they're both divisible by 3, and they both have an x. And that gives us 2x minus 5. Now our second group, first term is a negative, and for GCF, whenever your first term is negative, you always bring a negative out. And they're both divisible by 2. Well, factor means to divide out, so negative 4 divided by negative 2 is a positive 2 with an x. 10 divided by negative 2 is negative 5. Now our goal is to get this parentheses same as this, which they are. So I'll factor out a 2x minus 5. And to see what goes in your second set of parentheses, you can come up to this previous line and cross out the 2x minus 5s. And what isn't crossed out is what goes in this set of parentheses, which would be 3x minus 2. Like I say, I'll send you a link for where you'll see the key number method along with the other factoring techniques, so you can review those examples.